This is Evan Harlan alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Clarkson is out there with Bryant. Then there's Davis. Then it's Johnson. And it's Hill in at the 5. And here's Kobe from the arc. No luck. Nice D from Lillard.
You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
And Lillard throws it down. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Here is Lillard after Wesley Johnson just hit the 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Hill is screen on a Flalo. And Kobe, here we go. Johnson, the pass to Kobe. Here's Clarkson. Lopez covering. 5 on the clock. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Hill. Kobe's got 5.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Lopez sets a screen for Batum. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And stolen by Aflalo. Over in the corner, Batum. Aflalo outside. Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland no good that time either. Davis with a screen on Aflalo. Johnson with it. And Batum picks him up defensively.
Wes Johnson, the former #4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, he really found a niche for himself.
And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian, and I think that's held him back offensively.
Now Batum, after Aaron Aflalo missing that last 3-pointer. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know, I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot.
Oh,
look out!
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one. Portland climbed the ladder out the West last year because they were very tough against the rest of the conference, especially in close games.
31 wins for the Blazers against the rest of the West last year. Extremely impressive. And as you said, they were able to get a lot of close games to go in their favor.
That drops.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Hill is green on Lillard. Here's Clarkson. And he can't jam it through. And if you look at this roster and what they did last year, it's not a surprise, Steve. They gutted out wins in close games.
Yeah, they have so many players that can step up and hit the big shot. But when you have have a chance of hitting a game winner, you have to think Portland will pull it off.
They recover it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Kobe dishes to Johnson.
They've done a good job of keeping everything outside.
Outside for Kobe. Puts up a three. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence and some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
I don't think they can ask much more than what he's done this quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And like you said, we've seen him, do a terrific job keeping the attempts on the perimeter.
Well, you know, Kevin, defensively, when you can limit the opposition to 30%, 25% success rate in the post, you give your defense the ability to work outside much more efficiently.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Boozer's checked in. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Hill. Lillard with the block. They get it back. Trailblazers leading by 8. Outside, Batum. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Afflalo. Good. Quick play by Lillard to set it up. And that's now 6 points for Aaron Afflalo.
And the shots continue to fall as they try to put this thing away.
Yeah, big run here, and they've got their opponents in the rearview mirror.
And Bryant gets it to go. Here's Lillard. He's got 16. Shoots off the step back. And again, it's Portland converting.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Boozer with the screen for Kobe. Lillard with the block. And Lillard gets double teamed. The dish to Afflalo. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here's Clarkson, covered by Lillard. And it's Johnson penetrating. Can't cash in from close range. And Afflalo wide open, he shoots. Outside for Batum. Lillard against Johnson. From deep. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Lakers trail by 11. Johnson sets the screen for Boozer. Here's Hill. Layup off the pick. Can't capitalize inside. And Afflalo kicks to Lillard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Damian Lillard, drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. That pick, guys, acquired from the Nets in an exchange for Gerald Wallace. Steve, I'd say a pretty good trade for the Blazers.
Yeah, well, remember the Nets were in win-now mode. They were trying to keep Darren Williams happy, so they felt like the trade for Wallace would do that. The Blazers, in turn, I mean, they were rebuilding, and so they found the perfect deal at the right time and ended up drafting the future Rookie of the Year.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Lillard's got 21.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
McCollum's checked in for Damian Lillard. Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles. Jeremy Lin comes in for Clarkson. Young in the corner. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And Portland has possession. 9-point game. They get a hand on it. Now in transition is Lynn. Here we go. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Just 4 to shoot. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
And that one's good. 10 points for Johnson.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward.
I'll tell you what, they're up early here in the first, but if they keep turning the ball over, that's not going to last.
Yeah, it's amazing. They've got 5 turnovers already. I mean, this lead will vanish if they continue to mishandle the ball like this.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. G's checked in. Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Lakers.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's G finishing it off.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Down low. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Young. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Looked like some miscommunication there offensively. Those guys were not on the same page.
They set the pick. Here's Lynn. Boozer passes to Lynn. He dishes it to Ellington. Here's Black.